Oh, there's a sidestep. And again, just like that, two big major sidesteps here from Chanel, and he has a significant lead.
Running through for the pressure. And the
Oh my gosh.
perfect.
Damn.
Chanel firing.
Oh, the pop off?
Let's go.
Nice.
You know, there's that big debate over whether or not it's disrespectful to do a key charge. And it's interesting because the argument is, some people say, well, where I live, it's not disrespectful to do a key charge, and it's in the game, so I should be able to do it. But having that attitude is so fucking crazy bigot, because that's like saying, well, where I live, it's not offensive to say the N-word. So I could go anywhere and say the N-word and not give a fuck about how it is where I am. That's not how the world works. Just because it's not offensive where you're from, you have to respect the concept that maybe where you are now, since this is a world tour, maybe where you are now in 2019, it could offend someone. So you saying, oh, it's cool where I live, is like totally being like just oblivious to how people feel where you are. You know, it's not the way the world works. You can't just do that. Oh, where I live, people don't tip. You know, people don't tip where I live. So I'm not going to tip when I go to America. That's not how the world works. You have to be more cultured than that. Like me. Wow, that almost did hit. Nah, you can't do it. No time.
I like the read there. He went for it, but man, so close, but yet so far.
I mean, I understand if you don't tip where you live because it's not common, but if you go somewhere where people tip and you don't tip because that's how it is where you live, then you're a useless piece of shit and you're going to hell. I mean, but you don't know it yet. But when it happens, remember today, bitch. Burn in hell for being a bitch. Simple as that. Right now, you're like tipping, lol. But eventually, you're going to remember this.
Bringing out his first down 3 in this entire set.
Oh, that was big.
With time winding down, this is huge.
Oh, yeah. Is he going to play defensively or is he going to try to close it out here? What's going to happen?
Oh, my God.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. The moment I fucking saw that super flash, I said, uh-oh. I knew that was going to happen. Those chainsaws are fucked up. They recover very quickly. That's not new. That's some normal shit. That's not even some Harada shit. That's normal shit. All those people in the chat that are saying I hexed it, you guys are just noobs. You're fucking Tekken scrubs, you know? To use, like, that must have been divine intervention. Eris must have hexed it. But all you're doing is you're revealing that you're a little bitch and you're new. Alright? So just keep it down and everyone won't realize that you're such a scrub. You know what I mean? And you can keep pretending like you're a real Tekken player. CEO's venue seems pretty big now. I haven't been to CEO in several years. The venue is big, but the outside is full of bigots. Dude, I actually heard that. It's hard to believe, right? But I live in a place where people are really, like, progressive. And, like, you know, it's not that big of a deal. Everyone's all different race, and, you know, dudes are fucking sucking each other dicks at the grocery store. You know? You can't be a bigot. You get fucked up. It doesn't work out that way around here. You get your ass kicked by a big gay guy if you're a bigot. Hell no. You gotta love that shit. You gotta be down. You get beat up. But in some places in the U.S., that shit's crazy, dude. People are still, like, it's the 40s and shit. I haven't really experienced it too much myself, but that's what you hear. I heard that about Daytona, which is where this is. People run into racism, like real life racism. That shit's not only in the movies, you know. What store is that? Don't worry about it. Trader Joe's?
Thank you.
Yeah, Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's.
Okay.
I'll give it up. Look, man, you can create whatever kind of fanfic you want, but for the last time, I am almost 100% heterosexual. And the only part that's gay is just keeping me, you know, from being a bigot. Because if you know how it works, everyone's a little bit gay. And, you know, the ones that are extra, super straight are the ones that are ultimately the gayest ones because they're bigots and homophobes. So you see, it becomes a circular, you know how it is. It's like the Ching Chang sign. There's harmony. You know what I mean? There's balance, is what I'm trying to tell you.